Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Rice Podcast, where we talk about relationships, investing, careers, and entertainment. I'm Kyle Bautista, and this is my co-host.
Jonathan Yoon.
So, Johnny, how has your week been?
It's been pretty good. Well, from last time we talked, if you guys haven't seen, Kyle posted an amazing video that now we have video for a podcast, which is exciting. Now I have to actually like pay attention to how clean my room is. Like I had a friend Amber. She slid up on the story, right, and she was like, "I like how you just clean your room for this." I was like, "No, like my room is always this clean, actually." But it's been good. The week has been good. I feel like every single week is kind of like there's something that goes wrong. So I failed my lab practical. So it was like
Oh
a
no.
skills lab of doing like a class 1 cavity prep on like these fake teeth, whatever. You're just drilling it out. And like I just got nervous or whatever. I failed that. So I'm gonna remediate that tomorrow. So that's like the one exciting thing this week. Well, not exciting, but like I'm
Can
gonna
you
have
give
to
me?
do
Can
it.
you go into specifics? Like, what do you need to do?
So what this is so we have your hand pieces, which is the drill,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're working on our first molar, um, on your mandibular, so your bottom teeth,
Mm-hmm.
and then what it is like it's called like an ideal prep. So it's you're just drilling out along the ridges of your tooth and around the cusps and stuff, and then you just need it like a certain depth. Like I think it's 1.5 millimeters to 2 millimeters down, and then on the ridges you're doing like about a millimeter to a millimeter and a half towards like the end of the tooth. So it's like it's kind of like that when you're drilling. So if you mess
Oh.
up though, that's the bad part. Like so, for example, so for mine, my drill went a little bit too deep, but the whole floor is supposed to be flat on the tooth in the cavity prep.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is I have to drill out everything just as deep as my deepest part.
Oh.
And then that's why I failed. It was too deep and stuff, so it is what it is, bro.
It's all right.
Get there.
Hey,
Yeah.
at least you learned. At least you get an opportunity to bounce back. That's
How about
great.
you? How was your week with the
It was really good. I
with
just
the
came back actually from Florida. Spent time with Jocelyn. You know, Florida gets a lot of crap for having a lot of people who don't wear masks and things like that, and just running around being crazy. But I was looking at some statistics, and per 100,000, they have some of the lowest COVID rates in the country. That's pretty interesting,
uh
especially compared to California, which
that
is pretty
okay,
sad.
but do you think it's because California's population is so high though?
Maybe, but hey, Florida has a lot of people too.
That's true. I just feel I hate
Dude.
Florida. I don't know what it is, bro. I just hate Florida. Florida's just so like swampy, you know?
Yeah, I've
Just
tried to
too.
stay away from like multitudes of people, crowds of people,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it's totally different in terms of COVID mandates and stuff between here and and there. But it was great. I got to spend time with Jocelyn's family. Really look forward to spending Thanksgiving there. I spent time with my family as well, a little
Nice.
bit. Got to work on just a little creative projects here and there, which is
Let's
something I'm
go.
looking forward to. Oh, dude, do you have Spotify or do you have Apple Music?
I have Apple Music. Why?
Oh, okay. I have Apple Music too. But someone from one of my friends sent me a picture that our podcast, the Rice Podcast, is
Yeah.
their most listened to podcast. And
Wait,
then
that's
they're
kind of
like,
nice.
I know, they're like, yo, I gotta support. I was like, thank you so much. That's so
There was
cool.
man, now you're making me blank. There was somebody that told me that too, but they never listened to any podcast. And then that's why
Oh,
the one or two times that they listen to our podcast, that's why it's like number one or something, number two.
oh,
But
okay. Okay. But hey, still, it's these little steps. This person listened to 17 episodes.
that is
Thank you
crazy.
so much. I know. Thank you.
Thank you so much for just listening to me and Kyle talk week to week. Exciting news. I bought an NFT.
Oh.
So, I mean, I think it's an NFT. Like, I'm not really too sure. So there's this artwork called the Gateway, or Nifty Gateway is like the website, and what the art project is by Pack. It's like
Hmm.
I think it's some Japanese artist. I actually don't know, but anyway, so it's by this guy named Pack, and it's called The Merge. And what this artwork is basically is just you have a little blob essentially, or you have a little tiny piece of the like the full artwork.
Mm-hmm.
And then what is going to end up happening is the more people that buy the like, so right now you can't buy anymore. So the artwork has already been like completely like separated by little parts.
Mm-hmm.
So during a 48-hour period, you were allowed to buy as much merged pieces as you want. And every 6 hours during that 48-hour period, the price goes up $25, I think. So I bought it in at $500 for one little merge.
Oh
But
wow.
people could buy like 10, 12, 20, 30, 100. So anyways, I'm praying because right now like the NFT is just for me is just like a quick flip. I'm praying that somebody buys that off of me. Well, at the very least, I can sell it for 600 because that's the
Nice.
floor price. So I would have already profited as 100, but we'll see. It's gonna get minted actually tomorrow. So
Oh,
you
nice.
so you buy it, and then tomorrow should be the minting process, and I should be able to own a piece of this artwork.
Hey, that's exciting.
It
That's
is exciting.
you know what else is super interesting that I saw? I follow this rapper named Kyle. I really like the way he
Yeah, yeah,
raps.
yeah.
He is releasing his next album as an
As a
NFT so that fans can buy into it. And instead of him working with uh, a recording company or whatever those are called to release it, he's working with the fans so that whenever a stream gets played, whenever an album gets sold,
you
fans who
get
bought the
rewarded.
NFT can get. Yeah,
That's
I think that's pretty
that's
cool.
who did that? Did Tyga do that?
I have no idea.
There's this other artist that did that. He sold his latest album $1 NFT, and then some
Oh,
people were able to flip that $1 NFT to like thousands of dollars.
wow. See, this is great. This is the great thing
Yeah.
about NFTs, especially like if you could leverage TikTok. Let's
Oh
say
yeah. Oh yeah.
you're a I don't know, you're an up and coming artist and you decide to NFT your product and then you get some of like let's say you have a friend on TikTok with 1 million followers, they
Yeah.
do a dance to it or something. Uh dude,
You go crazy, bro. TikTok is like pretty much what made I mean, I wouldn't say made, but like the baby got really famous because of TikTok. I mean, and you got all these like TikTok like celebrities, right? So like
yeah.
Noah Beck, all those Bryce Hall, whatever, Bella Porch,
Yeah.
Addison Ray, all these TikTok famous.
Yeah.
Jonathan Yoon, Kyle Bautista.
Dude, you know what's absolutely crazy to me that just hit me today? I went out I might be very slow, but I went out to go eat some food after I
Yeah.
came back from the
Yeah.
airport. And I was served by this very nice person. I was eating by myself, right? But I was served by this very
Like
nice
at a
person.
restaurant?
Yeah, at a restaurant.
Okay.
And I started thinking, like, the people who do TikTok as a job, this waiter technically does a job too. Like, they're both just jobs.
Right.
Like, somebody's entire career. Then there was the manager who was speaking about how he manages like 6 restaurants or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's his like career job. Someone on TikTok, like that's their career job. There's so many jobs out there in
Yeah.
today's day and age because of the internet that you can do basically anything you want to do. You're not stuck to one thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're a family of shoemakers, you don't have to stay in the shoemaking business. You'd probably be more profitable if you post TikToks of you making shoes.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
Like people, there were like people that I followed for just like pottery. I don't even like. I don't even do any. Like I don't do pottery. I don't like. You know what I mean? Like cooking videos. Like I cook sometimes, but like nice cooking videos and stuff. Like they get sponsored and all this different things. Like it's amazing. There was one thing that I saw on Twitter actually. This girl made the quote unquote Birkin bags as an
Oh.
NFT. But what I didn't really understand, like I have to do more research, but I don't understand is can I just say like she's taking a name brand product, right? And then she's making an NFT of it and then just selling it as like the luxury item in like Sandbox or something, right? And she's making like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So I'm like, I don't, I what like is that allowed? Like if I just created a Louis Vuitton lookalike on the metaverse,
Hmm.
you know?
That's a good question. Does
Yeah.
copyright cover NFTs?
Yeah, I have no idea, bro. If not, I that's gonna be my homework. Next time I talk to you guys, I will find out if this girl like is if that's legit or not. And if it's not, like if you can do it, yo, I'm copying all the brands. I need to sell out everything. Everything I need to sell out, bro.
Man, still this metaverse thing. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Speaking, okay, the metaverse is a something that conspiracy theorists like to talk about. That's a great segment into today's episode, which is going to be our relationships with conspiracy theories and how they have shaped our lives. This is something that I have been following and you know kind of aware of for a while. I that stuff has always interested me. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but
Yeah.
just the stories and the stuff people come up with are absolutely hilarious. And following them, I like pretending I have an inside scoop of what's going on. But the powers that be will always limit our information, and you know, we won't know something unless we're meant to know it. But let's segment into our game time. You ready, Johnny?
Yeah, let's do it.
Real or fake news? I'm going to read you a headline. You tell me if it's real or fake. All right?
Oh, this is funny. I like how Kyle, like, I'm looking at the show notes right now, guys. I like how Kyle this time he didn't like make it a toggle, so I can actually see if it's real or fake prior to. Like, I didn't cheat on any of the other games, but like that's just funny that Kyle didn't even write it out this time. But yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right. Number one, Nevada man who claimed to have proof of illegal voting pleads guilty to voting twice.
You know what's funny? I know this is real. I've seen the news like I'm like 99% sure it's real. I'm pretty sure I saw the video of this.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
Dude, how does this happen?
Wasn't it like he voted twice illegally because it was like his dead wife or something like that?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just thought
But
that
he's like, no, you got to revote, but like, redo all the voting. But like, he voted twice for Trump or something like that.
dude, it's people like this that really hurt the people who really think it's real. Okay, this
Yeah,
is something that we could talk about a little. Um, During the Trump election, many of the Democrats said that the Russians had something to do with it, right?
yeah,
During the latest Biden election, all the Republic, or not all, many conservatives said that the vote was stolen. It's like y- both sides say that the other side is like up to something.
yeah.
It's
Did you?
there's no party that's like, oh yeah, like let's just let it happen.
Isn't
There's
there a
excuses.
conspiracy theory where there is no real political party? Like it's all run by one like government uh, I, entity or something like that, where they just put up a prop. Like you have options. Like you have the
Mm,
like it looks like you have a choice, but you really don't. Because you know how everyone starts off like far left, far right, but as
yeah,
the elections get closer, they kind of go towards the middle of like the compromise,
yeah.
which I guess is like a logical thing to do because you're trying to get votes from both sides. But I think that was one thing that I don't even know if it was TikTok. I need it, bro. Like I don't realize how much of my news or how much influence TikTok has until I start talking to Kyle on this podcast. 'Cause I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that on. Oh man, it was TikTok again. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Well, how political are your parents? Do they vote at all?
they do vote. They do vote.
Okay. Do they think that they have a real say? Do they take it seriously?
I think they do. I mean, both my parents I think vote every election.
Hmm.
I know that we are, or my dad at least is considered independent.
Hmm.
Um, and I would consider myself. I mean, what is independent? Like, do I have to sign for an independent party? No, right?
Usually, at least
You
from
just
what I
check the
remember,
box.
yeah. When I signed up for my
Yeah,
driver's license, I signed up for whichever
yeah,
party
yeah,
it is.
yeah, yeah. So it's like that. Are your parents political at all?
So the reason why I ask is because I want to see if there's a disconnect between our generation and that
Yeah,
generation, and
yeah,
that's probably the easiest way to ask that question. But my dad, I believe, doesn't believe that we have a say, so I don't think he votes.
mm,
My mom did vote this last election, and yeah, I mean, I don't know that they from what I understand of what they have like spoken to me, they
yeah,
think that it's already set in stone. You have nothing to say about it. You're just a number out there. It goes to the electoral college anyway.
yeah.
So yeah. Do you vote?
I did not actually. I didn't vote.
Yeah.
I don't think I voted either election because I think because when we were voting, it would have been a mail-in ballot, right? I
Hmm.
don't think I ever filled out the mail-in ballot, or I never went to the mailbox like at Thatcher. To,
Yeah,
like it's like an so we lived in me and Kyle lived in a village apartment
yeah,
at our school, and the way you get your mail is you go to the girls' dorm. It's not
yeah,
even that far, but you go to the girls' dorm. You have a little mailbox. You like to put in your codes or whatever. So I never
yeah,
checked my mail until like after the election happened.
yeah.
So I never mailed in a vote, which is pretty bad.
It's all right, It is
Did
what
you?
it
Did
is.
you vote?
I did vote,
Okay.
but it was easier for me because I went home and that's where I
Yeah,
got my
yeah,
ballot
yeah.
and I just sent
Right.
it because I
Yeah.
live 30 minutes from campus. But something that I should do that I don't do is vote local because that's the stuff that matters. But
Right.
that's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I'm not I'm not with. I
yeah.
don't know what's going on, to be honest.
Like voting for mayor, voting for like city
Yeah,
council,
because that
things
stuff
like that.
matters.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you know that Chattanooga is one of the top 100 most dangerous cities in the US?
No, I did not know that. Is that for like the sex trafficking thing?
I don't know, just in general, in terms of violence and like homicides and stealing. Can you believe that? I,
Chattanooga is small, guys. It's a small area, man. To be the top 100 dangerous cities,
I'm
that's
pretty
actually kind of
sure
crazy.
it's like 47 or something
That
like
is
that.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised. Nashville, Memphis,
Yeah.
Chattanooga, all up there. All right, next part. After winning, after awarding his wife twice, Bolsonaro awards himself Medal of Scientific Merit.
After awarding his wife twice, who's Bolsonaro?
Uh,
I was like, oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll
This
just, I'll just
guy.
say, I'll just say it's false.
Okay, so President Bolsonaro.
Oh, president. Oh. So I'm gonna say it's false. 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 False.
It's true.
He awarding. He awarded his wife the Medal of Scientific Merit
Twice.
twice. Was
And
she
then
a
he gave it.
scientist?
I don't know. And then he gave it to himself.
That's pretty funny. Where's
Okay,
he?
I
Where's he
think.
president of?
I don't know. Let's look this up. Presidency of the Republic, and then it just cuts out. Oh, wait. Is it Brazil? I don't know. That's a good question. That's something. That's something I need to look up.
Yeah, you're good. How about? Oh no, I was gonna ask the question, but it doesn't make sense because you already know the answer.
Okay,
But
okay. So this is what's super funny. Can you imagine going down in history, right?
yeah,
Okay, so Bolsonaro, I just looked this up, is the 38th president of Brazil.
okay.
Can you imagine going down in history as someone who won an award? Except everyone knows that you gave it to yourself. Does it matter?
I don't. Not, yeah, it does matter. It does matter. You can't do that. That's like me saying like I'm giving myself the award as I am the smartest kid in dental school. You know what I mean? Like that's like the smartest kid can't give the smartest kid like the well, no, wait, hold up. I'm not saying I'm the smartest kid in dental school. That's by far false based off the averages. But I'm saying like you can't give yourself the award. Like you
Yeah,
really can't.
what I meant by does this matter is if you won it, did you really win it? Like if you're the person that gave it to yourself, why does it matter? Like who is commending you?
Well, everyone that doesn't want to die. That's funny. Maybe he did something scientific, bro. Maybe he funded the next cancer research.
Hey, dude, he's the president. He's the
Yeah,
president. When does he have time to do this stuff? He's a busy man. The president of
of Brazil.
Brazil. All right. Number 3, Rafael Nadal reveals he pukes before every tennis match to relieve stress.
I would say that's false.
Have you watched Nadal play?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see
Is
his
that
rituals?
like with the hair thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've
like
seen those.
the pick.
The pick?
Yeah, doesn't he like he move his shorts or something? Or like he like
Yeah,
picks his
there's like
pants?
Yeah, there's I don't know if it was him, the one that has like with the bag. Like he does everything very like peculiarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So is this true that he
Is this true
pukes?
or false? Oh,
I'd say it's
you said it's
false.
false? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's false. It's not
Okay.
true.
I was like, my man's throat is gonna be so like gone. Like the esophagus is gonna be like fried from all like stomach acid. But that's interesting.
How into watching tennis are you?
I would say not an avid watcher. So
Mm,
I'll watch ATP tennis YouTube. So I'll watch highlights. So
okay.
the other day I watched Titsy Pass's um like road to 1,000 ATP points or something like that. So like what tournaments he won in order to reach. I think he recently reached the 1,000 point mark for ATP. So that's what I was watching. But
Wow. Have
yeah,
you watched King Richard?
King Richard, no.
That's the movie about Serena and Venus's dad and how
Oh,
he raised them.
I have not watched that.
Dude, you know what's really cool? There's some good business tactics that he used. Um, he pitched his girls to coaches
Right,
based on videos that he made, and he was like, "Oh, they're gonna be the next thing. Just watch them. Just watch them." He's the typical entrepreneur, in your face. I'm not gonna take no for an answer
right.
kind of dad. I don't know how accurate it was. I mean, it was sponsored by um, I don't. I think Serena and Venus Williams supports it or they endorsed it. But
Mm.
I when I was watching that movie, I was like, this guy is a pretty good salesman. He is a pretty good entrepreneur. He would not take no for an answer. You know,
That's good, bro.
he would say like, "Oh, we're already talking with this coach. Maybe you'll be the first one to take care
Lock
of
up
my
a
girls and
deal.
take them
Right,
to
right.
stardom." Even though no one offered him offers for them. It's just like, dude, it's that entrepreneurial stuff. People that don't take no for an answer somehow get answers.
They get it, bro. They get it.
Yeah, and maybe that's what we need for this podcast.
So, but we should literally just force everyone to listen to our podcast. That's what we should do. Just set everybody down like, yo, you guys you're gonna listen to this. You're gonna take notes. You're gonna tell me and Kyle what great people we are for an
Give
hour every
himself
day.
awards
Yeah,
for best
this is the number
podcast.
one podcast on Apple Podcasts by far. Not even close, bro. Not even close.
Oh my goodness. No, we should I should put I'm not gonna reply to your text. If someone texts me, just be like, I won't reply to my text until you tell me how my last podcast was.
You have to give it a fair review and then just text us because we did that once, I think, where I was like, if you guys made it this far in the podcast, like just text me like something, and then like a couple people did text me, which I appreciated. So,
Yeah.
and I even forgot they like texted me, and I
Yeah.
was like, what? And then they were like, oh, this is from your podcast. I was like, oh yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
I know. I got sent like, was it a one? I got sent like a
Yeah,
number
yeah,
of
yeah.
one.
No,
And
no,
I was
no,
like,
no, no.
what is
Yeah,
this?
yeah. The one. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, Kyle, what are our conspiracy theories for today?
Okay. All right. So I'm going to read to you some conspiracy theories, and you tell me what you know about them or whether or not there is some merit to them or there isn't.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start off with a super, super famous one, Area 51. So some people believe that American military installation Area 51, they're researching and experimenting on aliens and their spacecraft. Is Area 51 something that you could believe is real, or do you think it's definitely fake?
I actually, I actually think it's real, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because was it YouTube videos that I watched about Area 51 where like people came forward, like they work with the government and work with the CIA and stuff, and they were trying to expose, and all of a sudden they died to do like weird accidents or they committed suicide and things
Mm.
like that. But it's like the government 100% like took them out, you know? Like you're talking a little too much, like. And then there's like old interviews where they were saying like if anything happened to me, it's not a suicide. It's not this. The government wants to keep me quiet. Blah 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 blah, and they're dead. I think didn't they the government came out during COVID. They
Yeah.
said that there was UFOs, right?
They said that they have evidence of things not from this world, but my question is that real? Do you so do you actually think that this is alien spacecraft that we've actually been visited by aliens that we know of or that the government knows of? Or do you think
I
this is just like some foreign technology that we're just not aware of and they don't want to scare the public and so they say it's like aliens?
that see for me, like there's two sides of this, right? So there's like that biblical side where you're like, oh, would God allow us to see other creatures?
Mm,
But we also know that there's other worlds.
yeah.
Like ours was not the only one God created. He was like, yeah, nah,
Yeah.
this one, this one I messed up. Like, we'll just leave
Yeah.
this one alone. But like in Job, he was like, all the leaders of the different world attended this one great meeting,
Yeah.
and Satan or like Lucifer, whatever, was allowed to go because he was considered the prince of earth, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, so I think there are other.
Would they
um
crash here?
I don't know about crashing here, but I think didn't Ellen White say something, or like the Bible said like we're like the other worlds are just watching how we turn out based off with sin and the power of choice.
Yeah.
Something along those lines, guys. Something like with the spiritual thing, but I definitely think that there are aliens. Maybe not our like, oh my god, the big heads, like three fingered, like like green and with like boggly, and they're like no. But I definitely think there are aliens, and like I feel like there's no way that no one on this earth has like not come in contact with them.
You think?
I really think
Okay.
the government knows.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, like, even if God isn't real and all these things, I'm pretty sure that alien life exists. It has to exist. This space is too big,
Yeah, you're
right?
saying Earth is the only one, like, even if you didn't even believe in creation, right? You're
Yeah.
saying Earth is the only planet in the galaxies or different galaxies that created life out of nothing?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not
Like,
true.
no, there has to be other other
Yeah.
other land and stuff.
But my question is whether or not we've come in contact with them. That's where my thing is. I don't
Do you
know.
well,
Area
if okay,
51.
if you had to put money on it, would you believe in it or not?
I would say no.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think we've come in contact with them because if they're perfect, like how God, would say, like let's
Right.
say He made these other things and we're the only one that fell, I don't
Right.
see them crashing here, or I don't see them accidentally, like we
What if
somehow
what if what if it's not
turn our
crashing?
head and they're like, whoa,
Maybe
and
they're
then they're like,
maybe they're
oh
just
shoot, and
vibing.
what they're vibing and they slip a little bit, and so we can see them.
Or they're visiting firsthand of like what Earth is really about, Like they're like, oh yeah, let me just like pretend to be human and then like come in, blah blah blah, and like go shopping, and then you're like, what's this music, man? Like Apple Music, crazy. Spotify, the Rice Podcast, crazy. Like they could just be vibing in our world, man. Like I okay, well I just think that we've have come in contact,
Yeah,
whether that's like actual communication or not, but like there's
yeah,
definitely signs in my head that
yeah.
that XYZ exists outside of like Earth.
Hey, you very well may be right. We'll never know. We'll never know. What's interesting is that the presidents don't say anything about this. Do they know? Do they not
They
know?
have to know, bro.
But then how do they keep it a secret like when they're out of office too?
Maybe because it's like the panic, the the amount of panic that would like.
Oh.
Because imagine they were like, ah ha, like we found like this alien came and we have him in custody, but like who knows, right? And then that would throw everyone off because then it's like, oh, like the I feel like there'd be like a mass panic for like space travel and like all this other stuff. But
Yeah.
anyways, um,
Okay. Would you like to hear the next one?
yeah,
There's a giant active volcano under Yellowstone in Wyoming, the super volcano. If it erupts, it could wipe out the entire US. Certain conspiracy theorists believe that the government knows when this eruption is going to happen.
I've never heard of this one.
You've never heard of the
No,
super
no, no,
volcano under Yellowstone?
no.
Yeah, Nat Geo has had a few documentaries where they talk about how it's real. Like there's a real super volcano. We just don't know when it's going to erupt. And I don't think it's of like immediate concern, but it would
It would
really,
it would
really hurt.
or it would wipe out the entire United States,
I think so.
like from Maryland, from DC to Los Angeles. Where's Yellowstone located?
Maybe not in Wyoming.
In Wyoming. I've never heard of it. That's interesting though. That is interesting. I personally would probably not believe. But then again, I haven't. This is my first time hearing it, so like I haven't like if it's on National Geographic, like I feel like gosh, there's some type of merit to it. Do
Okay.
you do you think?
S- Anyway, this active volcano, it measures 44 miles across.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
So,
fat volcano.
yeah, just for some perspective. Dude, that could really, really hurt if that thing erupts.
Do you think it'll erupt? Like, do you think that
I
that's
hope
like a
not.
legit?
Yeah, I am pretty sure that there's a real super volcano there. It's just not. We don't know when the Earth
Yeah, so
keeps
I'm gonna
getting
stay away from
smaller.
Wyoming.
There's nothing there, so you can just imagine like a bunch of bison. Just like,
And get like fried up. Yeah,
"Ah."
that's crazy.
All right. Apparently, this is the next one. There are a lot of mattress firm stores in Illinois, all within a few miles of one another, leading to some believe it's a money laundering business. Um, Go ahead and click the link that I sent you, and then scroll down a little bit to it's the first one.
You know what's funny, Kyle? I actually believe. Um, ah, there's no way. There's no way.
Do you see
There,
it?
yeah.
Oh,
There's wait, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. There's like 17 within a span of like like what, like a radius of
a
like
few
5,
blocks.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
I 100% think that it's money laundering. There's like think about all the mattress firms that you see, right? Like just randomly. And I've never once heard somebody. Wait, did you say you bought one?
I did not buy a
Okay,
mattress
yeah,
from
yeah. So like
there.
I've never heard of someone like friends and family saying, "Oh yeah, we went to mattress firm and got this nice mattress." Like, like I don't there's no way that there's that many mattress firms, one, and then that there's that many that still stay in business.
Yeah. Because how often do you buy a mattress?
Once, maybe like when you I feel like when you move, or like once every like
Yeah.
5 to 6 years.
Yeah, 5 years. I would think at a minimum. There's no
Yeah.
one going around buying mattresses like every day.
And you gotta
Oh,
think, you got Costco, you
yeah.
have those, isn't yours, from a company that, like, shipped it to you?
Yeah. I mean, mine's from my parents who own like a reselling business, but I bought it from there. There's a purple mattresses online. Helix Sleep. Always on.
Casper?
Yeah, these are all online. You can go to J.C. Penney, check out
Yeah.
mattresses there. Why do why do mattress firms exist?
Dude, mattress firms, that's money laundering, bro. I do believe that. There's not much, like, merit behind my thought process, guys, but the mattress firms, bro, they're it's drug money. It's shady business for sure.
All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. The Loch Ness monster.
The Loch Ness monster. That's that that's that that's that lake thing, right?
Yeah.
Uh I I don't think so, bro.
So in 1889, there's this captain and his 100 passengers who reported seeing a 30 to 40-foot long creature in Flathead Lake. And as of July 2018, there have been a full 109 sightings of the foreign creature.
I feel like with our technology, we would have been able to find it in a lake by now.
Yeah, so apparently there was that I read at the time. I think this was last year. There was a crew that tried to scan the lake, right?
Right.
But they could only scan small sections of it at a time. They didn't find anything,
Oh, interesting.
but they could only scan separate sections. And of course, the conspiracy theorists were like, the
It's
creature was
moving.
moving.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know if I'm on board with that one, but
So,
um
how do you feel about Bigfoot or
same.
just mythical
Okay.
creatures in general?
Mythical creatures in general, I'm leaning towards they don't exist.
Hmm.
Um Weird species of animals, like mutations and stuff, like I do believe that there's some, but to the extent of like Bigfoot, to the extent of okay, let me backtrack. I am less inclined to believe on like superficial, like land, Bigfoot, lake, Loch Ness monsters. But if you're talking about the deep ocean,
Yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah, bro, we don't even know what's down there.
That's what's crazy to me. How do we not know?
Like if the Loch Ness monster was spotted like in the ocean, 100% believe it.
Yeah.
There's some crazy like think about the actual like the Finding Nemo thing with the
Mhm.
with that what do you call that? The one with the light bulb antenna, that light bulb antenna
Oh, yeah,
fish,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ig- ang-
Is it an anglerfish?
anglerfish or something like that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
think about that. That's a weird looking fish
Yeah.
that can just glow in the dark.
No, that's so
Yeah,
creepy.
I think that the deep ocean holds like a lot of the like the deep secrets of like creatures.
Yeah. Ah, man. I would not want to be one of those people that go down there
Can
for
you
science.
imagine?
Mm-mm.
And we're not even capable of going all the way down just because of the atmospheric pressure.
Yeah. Just get crushed.
That's insane. I
We
can't.
that's what's amazing to me. We're all trying to get to the moon. We're all trying to figure out stuff outside in space,
We
but
don't
we
even
don't
know.
even know what's in what's in the ocean.
Did you know that there was this lady that did there's so many different species of plants that we don't even have documented. She was like, just by looking in her garden in like a little square of her garden,
Mm.
she discovered more than like 100 new species of plants.
What? Where does she live?
Bro, I haven't. This is something I've read. Like I actually read this um long time ago. So just take it with a grain of salt. But
Yeah.
it's like there's so many weird species of plants that are undocumented.
Wow.
So
Wow. That's actually pretty exciting.
it is because
There's a lot to do
there's a
here.
lot to there's a lot to do at home, man. You don't need to go out to space or the galaxy and mess with aliens.
You have enough right here.
Exactly.
All right. So another one is the Denver International Airport. Have you heard about a lot of people think it's the head of the New World Order.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, I just heard about all the missing people one. Like, wait, is it just the New World Quarter?
I don't
I thought it
know.
was like
Like,
people go missing in the airport or like there's a whole new like oh yeah, I guess maybe. Morgan was the one that told me about the international airport conspiracy theory. But go
yeah,
ahead.
so it apparently went $2 billion over budget, which kind of suspicious. That's a lot of money. And also it some people think that it has underground structures that is used for like bunkers
Uh-huh.
or of course the Illuminati. There was also um, different things that people thought were concerning. Like there is a 32-foot sculpture of a horse that fell on its sculpture and killed him.
I think I did hear about that.
Yeah, and some other things in the airport that people also found troubling, including images of a Nazi officer in a gas mask, children near a burning building, the devil jumping out of a suitcase. Just
How do you
really,
how do
really
you
weird.
feel about let's backtrack to that Illuminati thing.
Sure.
Do you believe that there is like a one like combined governmental power that's regulating everything in the world?
This is something that I don't know enough about because there are so many stressors in the world economy. I'm
Right.
surprised we are not at war
Right.
every day. We have so many nukes. The stuff the stuff people say about China and the stuff China says about us and Russia. How have we not nuked each other yet? How has North Korea not done anything yet?
Bro, they've been trying. They've been launching the missiles as soon as they have them built. Wasn't it they were trying to test missiles and like one hit like close to like the South Korean ocean and they were like and then North Korea's like as soon as we have a nuclear bomb we're going straight for you guys. Like North Korea's really trying to like they're the kid in the corner just like being a menace at like all times. They just want smoke. But with the Illuminati thing, like, like all those like celebrity things, and
Mm,
like, oh yeah, celebrities are a part of the Illuminati, and then like the triangle and the eyes and the money, and like, I don't know if that's like a scary thing to believe, though. That like then you really don't really have a choice in how you live, essentially, like at
it's
the
true.
macro level.
I think I don't know. I have different opinions on whether or not freedom of choice is real,
Uh huh.
but for most people, them believing they have a freedom of choice is better than them not thinking that they do.
Mm,
And in my opinion, I think one of the more scarier things though is how many people run the Fed, like the Federal Reserve in the
right.
US.
Right.
There are very, very few people who are there controlling all the money.
Right.
And the US, like if you control the US Federal Reserve, you basically control the world. Like
Oh, for sure.
I'm
Oh,
not
for
trying to
sure.
gas up the US market or anything just cuz I'm American, but
Because you're American. That's funny.
dude, one of the funniest things that happened this weekend, this is completely off topic, but I went with Jocelyn out to a restaurant called Bubba's.
Bubba's,
And
like Bubba Shrimp.
no, this isn't Bubba Gump. It's Bubba's 33.
Oh, okay.
It's this place in Florida. And I walk outside and there are like a group of ranchers all around with their like hands in their jeans and they're like all with their cowboy boots going around outside and I was like, man, this is America. This is
This is
cool.
no, see, this is the thing with that I have like arguments with Alexis, right? Florida is the South. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's like, no, Florida's not the South. Blah, blah. Bro, it is the South. Like, if you're gonna even remotely call Maryland like it is a southern quote unquote state, but like Maryland doesn't count as a southern state. You know what I mean? But like Florida, just and then she's like, oh, but Tampa and Orlando, like just take out Tampa, Orlando, that's in Miami, bro. Florida's the South. I feel like you got
Yeah.
Gators,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
got
You got the people.
you got the people.
Yeah. I think it qualifies. For some people they have the accent too.
Yeah,
It has to count as the South.
it has to.
Definitely. If you're gonna count Georgia, if you're gonna count other things, Florida's definitely there.
Would you count California as the South or Arizona?
And no, mainly because I think what we constitute as the South, it has to be
The
the
Confederacy,
original
right?
states. Like,
Oh,
right? Because yeah, or joint
yeah,
anything. Because it
that
has
makes.
to be the original states. Because all the people that decided to move out west, they were kind of like hippies and kind of different.
See, that makes sense,
Went on an
Kyle.
adventure.
What an
Yeah.
intellect, bro. I didn't even think about the original states. I was just thinking geographically, like are they a southern state or not? That's funny.
Yeah. I don't know. Florida's interesting though. They're okay. We're definitely not political, but their their governor, what's his name, DeSantis. Some people think he has a good bid at running against Trump and beating him in the next election if Trump
Is
decides to
Trump
run
really
again.
gonna run again,
I hope not.
bro?
He
We
just has a lot of loyal fans. We just need, dude. We need moderate.
Yang. We need Yang.
Yeah, we do need Yang. No, you know what we need, Johnny? We need a politician who means what he says when he says he's going to erase our student debt. That's
Oh,
that's all I need.
Kyle, you have no idea if they erase student debt. Jesus, $500,000 right now. By the time I graduate, wipe clean the things like I mean, uh, us friends, like we know this about me. Like, there's not a lot of things I wouldn't do for money. At a very superficial level, like there's not a lot of things. Like, there's always a price for something. Um,
Yeah.
except for like I wouldn't kill my family or like friends.
Oh yeah, please no.
Yeah,
Let's put
but
that out there.
like anything else, like it's free game. You know what I mean? Like you put like 10 mil on the line. Like, I don't know, man. It's not sounding so bad anymore if I can get away with it. But anyways, all jokes, all jokes, all jokes.
So, okay, this is something that I'm kind of disappointed that the Democrats haven't pushed already.
For
Why
what?
the canceling student debt thing? At least 10,000. That was one of Biden's talking points. He said we were going to get rid of student debt. We're going to take at least 10 grand off. I'll take 10 grand off. I'll take
Yeah, I'd
10
take
grand over
10.
nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
So, oh well. This is pretty sad. Okay, here's another one. This is another conspiracy theory. You tell me what you think.
All right.
Disney created Frozen as a distraction. So, people have long discussed the conspiracy that Walt Disney used cryogenic technology to freeze himself when he died.
Oh, wait, I did hear about that one.
Yeah. Even though the Disney family refutes this claim,
Oh,
however, the conspiracy theory is that the Walt Disney Company created Frozen as a way to hack Google's search algorithm to distract consumers from information about the late Walt Disney's possible frozen procedure.
wait, that's kind of interesting, Kyle. Wait, that's kind of smart. Wait,
That's
okay,
very smart.
wait. So because Walt Disney, because we would be searching Disney Frozen,
Right.
Walt Disney Frozen, and then it would just pop up with the movie or like articles about the movie
Yeah.
rather than, hey, this guy was like believed in cryogenics and he froze himself and he's waiting to be thawed out.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't.
You think Disney would
Uh,
do something like that?
I wouldn't put it past Disney,
Yeah.
but I genuinely don't think they would have for just that. Like, I feel like there's other ways to go about that, you know? Like, hey, Google, here's 20 mil. Just take the search engine off, like, you know?
Right.
Um, but I don't know. What do you think, like, with the Walt Disney?
Dude, that's great marketing if they do that. We need to get dude, if we could hack into some kind of Google algorithm thing like that and we have no money and we can do something like that, dude, that's great. Get their mind off something, you know? Get the conspiracy. Dude, can you imagine the conspiracy guys who are searching this and then the movie comes out? It just makes their job like 10,000 times harder.
They're gonna like, oh, like at the bottom of the Google search bar, there's like tab one, tab two, tab three. It's like all the way infinity, and they have to keep clicking next, next, next. That's funny. Well, I don't. I mean, it's possible. It's
Yeah, I don't
possible.
know. I honestly don't know. Have you ever gotten past the fifth page of Google when you search something?
Um, no, not really. Unless it was like for research, like like we had to write papers and stuff. So
Yeah.
finding sources, other than finding sources, I don't think I've really went past the first page. Like maybe
Yeah.
second page, second page.
Yeah. Whenever I try to search for something, after I get past the second page, I'm just like, yeah, this isn't it. I gotta search a different term.
Yeah, like, like you're like, I gotta change the keywords, bro. I got to
Yeah.
backspace or something.
Yeah.
That's funny. You know what actually happened this week? This is totally irrelevant. So
Mhm.
I ordered the iPhone Pro Max, right? Because Verizon had this
13?
thing. Yeah. The Verizon had this
Nice.
thing where like you can trade in like a old phone up to $1,000 value. So like the new iPhone would only cost me about $300, and I would just turn in my iPhone right now. But like my iPhone screen is cracked.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know if you could see it.
Yeah.
Can you see? Well,
Kind
nah,
of.
you can't see it. Nah, a
Not
little
really.
bit, a little. Yeah. Anyways, so it's cracked, and then it was just like I was so excited, right? And then here's another thing. Last week, crypto, crypto crashed. Like a lot of this stuff crashed. So I was like, oh, this is a pretty bad week. But I was looking forward to my phone coming in on Friday,
Mhm.
and then my mom was like, oh, it's like here's the shipping information. I was like, oh, bet it's gonna come in today. So excited. And then it's at home, like Maryland address. Like Verizon screwed up and they shipped my phone home instead of this address when I put this one.
Oh.
So I just gotta wait till Christmas. I guess it's not as exciting as
Hey,
like I
you
made
get a
it seem.
Christmas present.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, bro, I wanted it so bad right now. That'd have been so nice. And then yeah, so crypto dropped. Guys, that could be a conspiracy theory that yeah, I
Hey,
don't.
crypto could be a conspiracy theory. Oh, this is the one conspiracy theory I might believe. Crypto was onto something. Crypto as a currency. And then the powers that be turned it into something like a stock commodity to where people only see it as a volatile stock and not an actual currency as it should be used.
Wait, so what's the theory? That that you're treating it like a stock rather than
Right. So cryptocurrency, its original intended purpose is to be used like dollars, right?
Right.
We pay for things using it.
Not
It's
trading.
not, yeah, because the only value that cryptocurrency has right now that I see that many people know of, they don't even know it as something you can use to pay
Right.
or transfer money. They don't think of it that way. They think of it as like, oh, I trade crypto.
Right.
It's like currency trading isn't as big as cryptocurrency trading, right? Because cryptocurrency trading is often linked with investing, linked
Right.
with, uh, I don't know, a lot of people who put a lot of risk into things. It's not seen as like a way that it should be intended to be used, which is like a decentralized monetary value
Right.
exchange.
Yeah, that is
Which,
kind of
hey,
crazy. I think I was thinking about that this week because I was with so many different cryptocurrencies, and then now each project that comes out, like via like video games, smart contracts, whatever it is, they
yeah,
have their own quote unquote currency, but we're treating that as like a stock. So we're basically buying the coin as like an investment, and they're just using that money just how they would issue stock, right? Kind of
right,
like in theory.
yeah,
But yeah, that is
because
interesting.
because
Yeah.
Johnny, what's the best way for you to control people is to understand where money goes,
Right.
right? And if you can tell them, hey, that's not worth it as an actual currency, but it's worth for you to put your money and pull it out of so that you can get like actual something physical, which are
Uh-huh.
dollars, which you can track, right? Hey,
Huh.
that's a great way to see if people are money laundering. That's a great way to, access drug money. That's a great way to see what people think about, I
But
don't know, future
the one thing
projects or
the one
everything.
thing the one thing I do like about cryptocurrency, I'm like we can end with kind of like this type of topic,
Oh
which is
yeah.
not conspiracy. Well, I guess it's a little bit conspiracy. But the thing that I like about crypto is especially the NFT market, it's transparent, right?
Mm,
So you can view public um wallets, and then you can actually verify whether or not that if this NFT or if this transaction was valid.
mm-hmm.
There's like, so I was thinking they're going to disrupt the counterfeit market game because you're going to be able to tell the original product, and you
Mm,
can track it through its entire lifetime with like, just, I guess it's the same way as if you bought a Louis Vuitton bag with a serial number, except that serial number is now engraved in like an actual system that no one can alter.
yeah.
So I was like, yo, like this is kind of a big thing. And the fact that not a lot of people know about it is also crazy.
Yeah, but there is some anonymity to this, right? Like you don't put your crypto wallet out there so that it doesn't get hacked,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Yeah.
That's like a big thing
Yeah.
in these transactions. And it's to keep you anonymous. And honestly, that's how I want it to be, right? Like that's how we want crypto to stay. We want it to stay anonymous. We want the government out of it, but that's really hard when there's no value in it other than investing.
What about, yeah, yeah. I see where you're going with that. Yeah. There's not really any like currency aspect to it.
No, we
Other
need to
than,
start buying stuff with Bitcoin or buying stuff with
I mean,
whatever.
there's Bitcoin credit cards, there's Bitcoin like ATMs and stuff, but yeah, we're kind of converting it back into dollars because that's
Right.
the numerical monetary value that we understand.
And because everyone believes in it as a stock or something, it fluctuates so much to the point where it's unstable.
You know why? Oh, this is interesting. You know why the crash just happened with the crypto?
I do not know why.
Over leverage. The same way futures are over leveraged
Mm,
and derivatives, the same people were like, okay, so let's say I own one Bitcoin, right? And I can hedge my position and 100x my position. So my one Bitcoin is worth 100 Bitcoins. So if the stock moves, if Bitcoin moves 1%, you get 100% gain on your one Bitcoin. So now you have two
mm,
Bitcoins. Same thing happens on the flip side. If I the stock or if I keep saying stock, if Bitcoin goes down a percent, you lost your entire Bitcoin. It's
right.
gone. So what happened was there was so much over leveraging in the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the crypto markets that these automatic computers had to sell out when you kept losing. So it kept driving the price hundreds and hundreds of Bitcoins, hundreds of different things. It kept driving the price down, which is why that crash happened. It was like in my head, this is like just whatever I think. It's just it was an uncalled for crash, but it was a healthy one too, because it kind of like brought supply down and whatever. And I personally bought back in.
Yeah.
Like I averaged down my costs and stuff. So
What is it right now?
right now, my long term holding is in Ethereum. So I have 99% of my crypto in BlockFi is Ethereum. So I have almost two
Nice.
Ethereums.
Nice.
And then Ethereum right now is at 4,100. Bitcoin's at 48.9. And those are
Wow.
the only like two biggest ones that like I pay attention to for long
Man,
term.
I
Yeah.
remember when 10K was a bubble.
Yo, 10 and 11K. I bought my first part of Bitcoin at 9,000, another one at 11, and then another one at 18.
Wow, that was before the first crash, right?
The first crash.
Yeah.
Because that first crash was brutal.
Hey, you held though,
I
didn't
did
you?
held. I did held. I held through it until I think earlier this year where I sold out of it and then converted it into Ethereum and other different projects just because like growth wise, it just didn't make sense for me to hold on to it. Because we can be risky as younger individuals.
Oh yeah. No, for sure. I think this is a great way to end our conspiracy podcast.
Conspiracy. It just switched to me talking about crypto. That's funny. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, no,
Uh,
no, and the conspiracies around crypto. So
there's so many different things. If you guys want to have Kyle and I kind of explain, because I know a couple of friends have reached out to me asking because they don't really understand crypto, or I mean, do I really even understand it? I don't know, but like we can run through some of the basic stuff, like what it was created for, just like you were saying, it's created for like currency. We can kind of run through it. If you guys want to hear that, and if you want us to kind of explain without you guys having to do the research, we'll do it for you guys. We could talk about it next week or something. So just give us a
sure.
text, shoot us a text, if that's what you guys want to hear. And with that, thank you all for listening. If you enjoyed spending your time with us today, please let us know. Rating, actually, please let us know. So ratings really help us get found, and please share it with your friends. Follow us on Instagram at the Rice Pod, and tune in next week for a week of investing. Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.
Wait. Anything else you want to say, Kyle?
Oh, nothing. Tune in. Oh, we're gonna be doing videos from now
Yeah,
on. That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
cool. So yeah,
Clean
look
room,
out for
clean
us.
room.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.